Even at highway speeds, it's not very loud. It doesn't have any kind of, just a little tiny bit of wind noise, that kind of thing. But as far as the road and exterior noises are kept out like pretty good. It's nice and smooth on the highway, and the lane keep assist system is just so nice. Just kind of cruising along. Needs very little input. It does keep an eye on your eyes. The vehicle keeps an eye on your eyes to make sure you're paying attention using the camera system. The sound system is pretty good. So it has the Bowers and Wilkins system. It's not like super excellent, like it's not like astoundingly awesome, but it does sound really good, and overall, you know, in the different ranges. When you turn it up really super loud, at least through the Bluetooth system, it kind of cracks a little bit, or not, you know, just doesn't. The sound quality has a little bit of a diminishing return at the higher end, but you know, in the normal range in which you would listen to, even at the really kind of higher than normal, it still sounds good. But it's not, you know, like I could imagine it being a little bit better, you know, that kind of thing. But it's still great. It's not a bad system or anything. For this type of vehicle, there's so much excellence in this vehicle that that it makes me feel like, well, maybe the radio is just astoundingly great. But it's okay. It's still in a good range. It has good bass, and you know, the surround. You don't hear any like. You don't really hear like I don't know how to explain it, like sound patchiness, where it only comes from some areas and not the other. It sounds like you're fully surrounded. Some vehicles kind of like have a speaker next to your left ear, and it kind of like overpowers the rest of them. But this one is nice and round. It fills in the sound nicely, and it's just nice. It's really good. It is well done. I would say you know, it's good. Now I'm using it through a Bluetooth system, and you know, which is, I think the vast majority of people will do that. So, you know, even then it sounds good. There is a significant lag though when you hit, like on the phone, between the phone and the Bluetooth system, like you hit a button and it's like 5-second delay. It's a really big lag. But it seems to connect fast when you first get in the vehicle and all that stuff. So it's not really a big deal. But if you're like watching a video or something like that, it might be an issue. If you're like sitting in the parking lot and you're listening to it through the system, it might be a little bit of a delay there. So cruising along, 70 plus miles per hour. Feels very solid. Handles the highways superbly. I mean, it's great. The lane keep assist system is great. And very little input. Very little input. It has the grip sensor, so you can just gently hold the steering wheel, and it keeps working, no problem. And I would say that the suspension system is really, for the weight of the vehicle, is pretty impressive. Some vehicles are, you know, they have a little bit of a bounce, or they have a little bit of a float to them, you know. This one it feels really good. I mean, it only has the adjustable dampers in the back, but you know, it seems to do a really good job, especially like on curves and fast speeds, and feels very nimble for the weight of the vehicle.